Welcome to our latest video, 5 best ways to increase mental performance. Today, we'll be revealing how you can significantly improve your cognitive abilities and mental performance through the use of proven techniques and strategies. We all know that feeling. It's like a thick fog is clouding our thoughts. We struggle to concentrate on even simple tasks, find it difficult to retain information or make decisions, and feel as if our brain is working at only a fraction of its potential. This can lead not only to frustration, but also impact our personal relationships, career growth, and overall quality of life. Imagine what you could accomplish if you were able to unlock your mind's full potential. But before we get started on our countdown, can you do us a favor and like this video? Ring the bell for future notifications, and make sure you subscribe to Brain Health Smarts for more videos. Plus, stick around to find out how you can get a free gift. Now, back to our video. At number 5, eat a balanced diet. Our brains are like tiny powerhouses, constantly buzzing with energy and gobbling up a staggering 20% of our daily caloric intake, even though they only make up about 2% of our body weight. It's like a small city using up the power of a whole metropolis. Quite impressive, right? But here's the exciting part. What we eat plays a crucial role in fueling and shaping our brain's performance. Think of it as constructing a building. The quality of materials you use can directly impact the final outcome, and the same goes for our brains. Let's start with whole grains. They're like the brain's favorite snack, providing glucose its primary energy source. It's the fuel that keeps those brain cells fired up. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition even found that a diet high in whole grains can reduce the risk of cognitive decline in older adults. Now, let's talk about lean proteins. Chicken, turkey, fish, eggs, and beans are all brain-boosting superheroes. They provide amino acids that help build neurotransmitters, the brain's communication system. Imagine them as little messengers carrying important information between neurons. Dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine, some of the brain's key players, are all made of these amino acids. And how can we forget about our colorful friends, fruits and vegetables? They're packed with antioxidants, the brain's warriors against oxidative stress. We've discussed this before, but it's worth mentioning again. A study from the Annals of Neurology revealed that berries, in particular, can delay brain aging and improve memory. And let's not overlook the brain-boosting powers of vegetables like broccoli, thanks to their high levels of antioxidants and vitamin K. Now, let's dive into healthy fats, especially omega-3 fatty acids found in fish, flax seeds, and walnuts. They're like the architects of our brain's structure, maintaining the integrity of neurons and assisting with nerve transmission. No wonder they're often referred to as brain food. Research in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry suggests that omega-3s can enhance brain cell function, improve memory, and potentially delay brain aging. But wait, there's more. Let's shine the spotlight on some brain-boosting superstars. Take turmeric, for example. Its active ingredient, curcumin, has some incredible benefits. It can cross the blood-brain barrier and bring both antioxidant and anti-inflammatory goodness to the brain. A review in the Annals of Indian Academy of Neurology even suggests that it can improve brain function and lower the risk of brain diseases. Oh, and we can't forget about dark chocolate. Its high flavonoid content, those magical compounds, might just give your memory a boost and slow down age-related mental decline. Scientific reports have some fascinating studies on this. And let's not neglect the humble pumpkin seeds, packed with antioxidants, magnesium, iron, and more. They're like tiny brain health warriors. Last but not least, eggs. They're not just delicious, they're also packed with brain-boosting nutrients like vitamins B6 and B12, folate, and choline. they play a crucial role in brain health and neurodevelopment. So, as you whip up your next meal, remember that your food choices can have a profound impact on your brain health. It's not just about fueling your body, it's about nourishing the most complex organ in your body, the brain itself. So, why not give your brain the best building materials it deserves? As the old saying goes, you are what you eat. And that definitely holds true for your brain too. 4. Get regular exercise. Think of exercise as not just a muscle toning activity, but also a brain boosting one. Whenever you're engaging in physical activity, it's like you're inviting your brain to a party where it's the guest of honor. Let's explore how exercise aids memory. You might have experienced the sense of mental clarity or being in the zone after a good workout session. This isn't just a figment of your imagination. Research supports that regular exercise can indeed enhance memory function. A study from the Journal of Aging Research has demonstrating that older adults who engage in regular physical activity have better memory performance compared to their less active counterparts. In particular, they found that cardiorespiratory fitness was positively associated with memory performance. So, your heart-pumping cardio routine could be doing wonders for your memory recall. Next, let's talk about how exercise can stimulate chemical changes that enhance learning, mood, and thinking. When you exercise, your body releases chemicals called endorphins, often described as the body's natural feel-good hormones. But the party doesn't stop at endorphins. Exercise also promotes the release of other neurotransmitters and proteins like dopamine, serotonin, and brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, which play key roles in cognitive function. BDNF, in particular, is like a super-growth fertilizer for your brain cells. It boosts their growth and survival and improves the synaptic plasticity, which is crucial for learning. A 2016 review in the journal Trends in Cognitive Sciences discussed how BDNF levels increase with regular physical activity, enhancing cognitive performance, and particularly learning processes. Exercise also fosters a better mood by stimulating the release of serotonin, the happy hormone, and dopamine, the reward hormone. These neurotransmitters can create feelings of happiness and satisfaction, as stated in a 2016 review in the Journal of Psychiatry and Neuroscience. So, it's not just the joy of completing a tough workout that has you grinning post-exercise. There's some fantastic brain chemistry at work too. Finally, let's touch upon exercise's role in protecting against cognitive decline as we age. A regular workout routine could be one of the most potent weapons in your arsenal to combat aging's effects on the brain. Research, like a study published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity, has found that older adults who are physically active show slower rates of cognitive decline and lower risks of cognitive impairment. It's as if exercise puts a slow down sign on the road of cognitive aging. Remember, physical activity doesn't necessarily mean running marathons or lifting heavy weights, unless you enjoy them, of course. It can be as simple as brisk walking, dancing, cycling, or any other form of movement that gets your heart pumping. In a nutshell, physical activity is like throwing a fiesta for your brain, complete with many boosting treats, mood-lifting music, and a protective shield against the passing of time. Now, isn't that an invite your brain would love to receive? Moving on to our countdown is number 3, prioritize sleep. Sleep isn't merely a time of rest for our bodies, but also a crucial period of activity for our brains. Let's think of our brain as a busy processing center, sorting through the day's experiences, consolidating memories, and preparing us for the next day. Firstly, we must understand that sleep isn't a single uniform state. It's composed of different stages, including rapid eye movement, REM, REM sleep, and non-REM sleep, each with distinct brain activities. The non-REM sleep, particularly the deep stages, is when most memory consolidation occurs, During this phase, our brains are like diligent librarians, carefully sorting and filing away the day's events and learned information. A 2016 study published in the journal Neurology emphasized the critical role of deep sleep in memory consolidation. Now, when we enter the REM stage of sleep, where most dreaming occurs, our body continues their work, just in a slightly different manner. A 2015 study published in Nature Neuroscience found that during REM sleep, our brains might be integrating newly learned information into established knowledge networks. It's like the brain is finding where to best place the new book in the library. However, when we don't get enough sleep, or our sleep quality is poor, it can throw a wrench in these processes. It's like the diligent librarian gets disrupted and can't complete the sorting and filing tasks. This can lead to problems with memory, concentration, decision-making, and even mood regulation. A study published in Nature Communications in 2020 found that even a single night of sleep deprivation could lead to an increase in tau protein, a biomarker of Alzheimer's disease. This suggests that prolonged poor sleep could potentially increase the risk of cognitive decline. Another study from the Journal of Child Psychology and Psychiatry found that in children and adolescents, poor sleep could affect not only cognitive functions, but also academic performance. This underlines how vital a good night's sleep is, right from childhood through to old age. Research from the Sleep Research Society indicates that sleep disorders, such as insomnia and sleep apnea, are associated with cognitive impairment and an increased risk of dementia. It's like chronic sleep problems keep that library door locked, inhibiting memory consolidation and cognitive functioning over time. Our brains are remarkably busy during sleep, performing the essential tasks of processing the day's information and preparing us for the future. Sleep is far from a passive state. It's a period of intense cognitive activity that has profound effects on our brain health and cognitive performance. Now, it's time for your free gift. Click the link in the description below to grab the free book, Brain Food Secrets: The 15 Worst and Best Foods for Your Brain. In this book, you'll uncover some of the very best food to optimize your brain, improve your mental clarity, and boost your mood. So, go ahead and grab that now by clicking the link in the description below. Now, back to our countdown. Number 2. Practice mindfulness and meditation. We're stepping into the world of mindfulness and meditation now. These practices are like an oasis of calm for the brain, a place where it can rest, restructure, and rejuvenate. The impact they can have on our brain structure and cognitive functions is fascinating. One of the remarkable things about the human brain is its ability to change and adapt over time, a characteristic known as neuroplasticity. Now, you might wonder, what does meditation have to do with it? Well, it turns out quite a lot. Research has found that regular meditation can lead to changes in the brain's structure. For instance, a 2011 study published in the journal Psychiatry Research, neuroimaging used MRI scans to observe the brains of participants who underwent an 8-week mindfulness program. They found increased grey matter density in the hippocampus, an area involved in memory and learning, and in other brain structures associated with self-awareness, compassion, and introspection. But the benefits of mindfulness and meditation aren't limited to structural changes. They can also have a profound impact on our cognitive functions. Reducing stress is one of the most well-known benefits of these practices. When we're stressed, our bodies produce a hormone called cortisol, which in excess can damage the brain. Meditation can help reduce cortisol levels, providing a protective effect. A study in the journal Health Psychology showed that mindfulness meditation could decrease cortisol levels and perceived stress. Improving attention is another significant advantage. A study from the journal Psychological Science found that intensive meditation training led to improvements in attention and the ability to focus. It's as though meditation fine-tunes the brain's attention machinery. Meditation can also boost memory. Remember the increased grey matter density in the hippocampus I mentioned earlier? As the hippocampus is a key player in memory formation, this increase potentially enhances memory abilities. Enhancing emotional regulation and self-awareness is another impressive benefit. Mindfulness and meditation help us become more aware of our thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations, allowing us to better regulate our emotional responses. A review in the Clinical Psychology Review suggests that mindfulness-based therapy can be effective in treating various conditions, including depression and anxiety disorders, by improving emotional regulation. So, in essence, mindfulness and meditation are like a spa treatment for your brain. They can reshape its structure, rejuvenate its functions, and restore a sense of calm and focus. So why not take a few minutes each day to close your eyes, focus on your breath, and allow your brain to enjoy the oasis of calm. Number 1. Stay hydrated. Hydration plays a surprisingly important role in maintaining cognitive functions, and it's a topic that certainly warrants attention. Let's imagine the brain as a high-performance vehicle. Just as this vehicle requires good quality fuel and oil for optimal performance, our brains need a steady supply of water to function at their best. Water, in this sense, is the oil that keeps the gears of our brains running smoothly. But why is water so critical? Well, our brains are about 75 to 85% water. Dehydration, even mild, can cause shrinkage in brain tissue. When we don't provide enough water to our brain, it has to work harder to accomplish the same tasks. A review from the European Journal of Nutrition highlighted how even mild dehydration could impair cognitive functions, particularly those related to attention, executive functions, and motor coordination. Let's talk about how staying hydrated can help maintain brain health, particularly in relation to focus, concentration, and memory. When our brains are fully hydrated, the balance of electrolytes allow neurons to fire timely and efficiently, supporting cognition, concentration, and memory functioning. A study published in the journal Frontiers in Human Neuroscience showed that students who brought water into examination environments performed better, potentially due to the effects of hydration on cognition. It seems that having a water bottle on hand during mentally demanding tasks isn't a bad idea. Additionally, drinking water may also assist in reducing psychological stress, as suggested by a study from the journal PLOS ONE. Since high stress levels can be a barrier to effective cognitive functioning, maintaining proper hydration can indirectly support cognitive performance. However, it's crucial to maintain a balanced approach. Drinking too much water in a short time can lead to water intoxication, a serious condition that can affect brain health. So, the bottom line is, maintaining adequate hydration is not just beneficial for our physical well-being, but it's also a simple and effective way to support our cognitive functions. Think of it as the oil that keeps your brain vehicle running smoothly and efficiently. As you go about your day, don't forget to listen to your body's thirst signals and keep a water bottle handy. And there you have it, 5 best ways to increase mental performance. Our brain is an incredible organ, a command center responsible for our thoughts, memory, emotions, and much more. As we've explored, its health and functioning are influenced by an array of factors, and taking care of our brain health is a multifaceted journey. Each of the aspects we've discussed, like a piece of a puzzle, comes together to create a picture of optimal brain health and cognitive function. So, let's embrace this holistic approach and continue nurturing our marvelous, magnificent brains. Do you know other ways to increase mental performance? Share it with our community in the comments below. And before you go, remember to like this video, subscribe, and hit the alert bell to stay up to date with us. Plus, don't forget to download your free gift, Brain Food Secrets, the 15 worst and best foods for your brain. We'll provide you even more when it comes to what foods can help optimize your brain's health. Click the link in the description below to grab it now. Thank you so much for watching. Here's to our brain health.